friends, today's topic of my video is learning organization. Now, what is organizational learning? Organizational learning is a process involving individuals, groups, and in all levels of the organization through doing, interpreting, integrating, and institutionalizing. It is purposeful process designed and sustained by inspired leadership. It may be an adaptive process based on the single loop learning or a generative process based on double loop learning. Organizational learning implies organizational unlearning and a dynamic organizational memory. The organization that is capable of transforming organizational learning into engine of knowledge creation aiming at building up a competitive advantage may become a learning organization. Now, what is organizational unlearning? Herzberg 1981 suggests that knowledge grows and simultaneously it becomes obsolete as reality changes. Understanding involves both learning new knowledge and discarding obsolete and misleading knowledge. Discarding obsolete knowledge means actually the capacity of unlearning. Prahlad and Bettis 1986 consider unlearning process the process by which firms eliminate old logics and behaviors and make room for new ones. The authors underline the fact before elaborating and implementing a new strategy based on a new dominant logic, the organization should be able to unlearn the previous dominant logic. Therefore, organizational unlearning implies removing or discarding some old or irrelevant knowledge, skills, procedures, and values, and a subjective evaluation of what could be old, irrelevant, obsolete, or unuseful. Organizational unlearning can be a means for learning new knowledge or an end in itself. Now, what is learning organization? The concept of learning organization was first discussed in the book The Fifth Discipline, The Art and the Practice of Learning Organization by Peter M. since 1919. He considers the learning organization a social invention similar to any engineering inventions. A learning organization is a place where people are continually discovering how they create their reality and how they can change it. According to Peter Senge, view the five disciplines that contribute to the creation of the learning organization. Personal mastery. Personal mastery stimulates personal motivation to never stop learning and improving the professional competencies. Mental models focus on the opportunities to see the world in a more complex and adequate way than the simple description learned from educational institutions. Shared vision. Shared vision means to focus on the team and the organization future and to harmonize personal interests with that of organization. Creating a shared vision means to have a commitment for the common future. Team learning. Team learning means to look beyond the individual perspective of learning and to share the acquired knowledge with others. Last, systems thinking. System thinking integrate all the other four disciplines and create the framework for learning organization. It stimulates the synergy of and learning integration, underlying the fact that in non-linear systems, the final result is larger than the sum of all the component parts. Gavin Edmondson and Gino 2008 developed the assessment tool for learning organizations able to measure the depth of organizational learning. They formulate three building blocks of the learning organization: a supportive learning environment, concrete learning processes and practices, leadership that reinforces learning. A supportive learning environment which should include a climate of psychological safety, the appreciation of differences, openness to new ideas, time for reflection, concrete learning processes and practices which should include experimentation to develop and test new products and services, intelligence gathering to keep track of competitive customer and technological trends, disciplined analysis and interpretation to identify and solve problems, education and training to develop both new and established employees, leadership that reinforce learning, encourage organizational learning through all their thinking, decision making, and personal behavior, responsible for creating and sustaining a supportive learning environment, stimulating concrete learning processes and practices, leadership role models for employees to look up. Thank you for watching my video.